What up, folks? It's your pal, Coach Vino, and this is the Glass Half Full podcast where we turn setbacks into comebacks. Let's go.
Yo, 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 everybody goes through setbacks, but don't let these setbacks make you take a step back. Step back from the situation, put your brush down, envision the picture you're faith in, because everybody goes through setbacks.
All right. Welcome back to the podcast. I am Coach Vino, the people's bartender, and your certified coach from the Boogie Down Bronx. I hope everybody is doing well today. I have a really great topic that I want to talk to you guys about today. And I actually thought about it because I was listening to Eminem. And it is a song where he says, life is not a dress rehearsal. And it really got me to think, that's such a really kind of profound thing to say. I mean, I'm a big fan of Eminem's guys. He got bars, as they say. You know what I'm saying? And here's the deal. Every single day we're making choices, right? Whether we're aware of making these choices or not, we're making choices. And we're choosing how to spend our time, who we spend it with, and who we're giving our energy to. But let's be honest about something. How many of those choices are intentional? And how many of them are kind of just automatic? Well, the truth is that most of us are living in autopilot. We're just waiting for the right time or the perfect moment. But here's the reality check. The perfect moment, it doesn't exist. This is the perfect moment. There's a great saying, the best time to plant a tree was yesterday. The only moment you have is this one. All right, I want you to think about that. This moment right here is the only moment that you know you have. So why do so many of us hold back? Why don't more of us treat life like this is the main act? Like there's no dress rehearsal? Well, I could think of 3 reasons. The first reason is fear. We are scared of failing, of looking foolish, of getting hurt, and whatever other kind of things go through your mind. And look, I get it. I get it. I've hesitated on many decisions in my life. Not so much anymore because my mindset has shifted over time. But there was days when I overthought everything. Because failure stings. But you know what stings more, right? I've shared this with you before. It's regret. The pain of looking back and knowing that you didn't even try is going to eat you alive. I have things that I did not even try because of the way I let fear take over my decision making at an earlier age that I regret. Now, look, I don't dwell on it. It is what it is, right? But you bet your bottom dollar I wish I can go back and change that. So don't let regret be the thing you carry with you from today. Fear, failure, bing bong bing, like, yeah, it's a natural thing. But success is also an option. Number 2, comfort. It's so easy to stay in your bubble. So such a comfortable place. Your bubble has the softest pillows, the warmest sheets. It's like has aromatherapy. It feels amazing. It's the same routine. It's the same people. Right? And it's the same excuses. Comfort feels safe. But it's also where dreams go to die. One of my favorite sayings is, doubt kills more dreams than failure. Okay? And doubt is comfort. When you're doubting yourself, you're like, you know what? I have 2 options here. The option that works, I know it. I'm comfortable with it. I'm going to stay here. It's my bubble. And the other one is the unknown, right? And when you have doubt, you tend to lean into the safety side. But that's where dreams die, my friend. Number 3, and this is the one that really relates to today's topic. We think we have all the time in the world. We think there'll always be tomorrow, or there'll always be next week, or there'll always be next year. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Time is the one thing you cannot get back. It's our most precious resource. I always love to think that, if time is currency, it's the only currency where we don't know what the balance is. We have no idea. You hear all the time of these young people that pass away. And you say, oh man, they had their whole lives ahead of them. Well, guess what? They didn't. And that's how we have to approach our lives. And it's not easy. It's very human to hesitate, to think that, yes. But you have to have that switch, that shift in your mindset that says, man, I got to get this shit done now. Today, I got to make that phone call. I got to send out that email. I got to make that purchase. I got to get that certification. I got to sign up for that workshop. Whatever it is, I got to, you got to do it. Because you might say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it later. That never comes. Time is a precious resource. Don't waste it. So how do we shift our mindsets, right? How do we start living like life is happening right now? How do you get into that place? How do you get into that zone where you are in the main act? You're not in this idea of rehearsing, right? Well, first you got to get clear with what matters to you. What's important? What lights you up? Because if you don't know what you're aiming for, you're never going to hit the target. You're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. And then you got to stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to green light you and tell you it's okay to go after your dreams, including you. I'm giving you right now your permission slip. All right? I'm handing it to you right now virtually. So go do it. Get it done. All right? Tell them Coach Vino sent you. All right? And then that leads me to number 3. Take action, man. Even if it's messy. Even if it's imperfect. Matter of fact, that might be even better. Action is what creates momentum. And momentum is what creates change. So don't overthink it. Just start it. You don't have to go into shit perfect. There is no perfect. There's always going to be someone that's going to be critical of you, what you're doing. There's always going to be someone that might be better at what you're doing. But it doesn't matter. Okay? You need to have an abundance mindset where you're like, hey, bro, there's room for me too. Right? This is not a slice of, it's not a pizza pie where there's only 8 slices. No matter how many, you cut it into small, maybe you get 16 like a kid's slice. No, it's not like that. This is like a river. It just flows continuously with opportunity. You just got to jump in the river. Okay? Let me tell you a quick story. I know this guy, Joe. And he always dreamed of opening his own restaurant. This guy loved eating at restaurants. He just loved to cook at home, this, that, and the third. But he kept putting it off. He kept saying, I got to wait for the perfect time. I got to make sure I have just enough money, and I got to put together the perfect game plan. Perfect. And one day, he got a wake-up call. Very fucked up, right? He had a health scare, and they made him realize that he can't wait. Life is not going to wait for Joe. Joe can't wait for life. So he finally took the leap. And it wasn't easy and it wasn't perfect, but his dream came to life. And today, his restaurant is thriving. and he's never been happier. And he lets me eat for free sometimes. Joe's a good guy. But listen, that's my point. I give you my own example. I wanted to do this coaching thing. I was like, I don't know. I was in hospitality for so long. I knew I could be successful at that. And then one day I say, what, fuck it. This is my passion. And I jumped in, and it was slow to start, but now things are great. Business is great. And that's because I decided I can't wait for life to pass me by. Just like Joe and just like many other people out there. So here's my challenge to you. I want you to stop rehearsing. I want you to stop waiting. I want you to start living. Decide today, right now, that you're going to take one small step toward the life that you want. All right? It doesn't have to be something big. It just has to be something. I'm telling you, as simple as sending an email, making a phone call, could change your whole entire life. All right? Because you need to remember something. Life is not a dress rehearsal. This is it. This is it. You're on stage. Your audience is watching. You're on live TV. Make it count. I'll watch the show. I'll pay for popcorn. I think you could do it. I think we all could do it. Okay? But success is not going to be handed to you. Success is not going to come and it's not waiting for you. You got to go get it. Happiness, everything. You got to go get it. Fulfillment, it's in your hands. But it's not going to come find you. You got to go find it. And you do it today. Start now. Because time is of the essence. All right, folks, that's all I got for you today. I really hope you enjoyed today's podcast. I really hope that it inspires you to just get your ass up and get going. Look, there is so much opportunity out there. And the longer you take to start getting the ball rolling, the closer you get to regret than to success. That's just a fact. If you or someone you know would like to work with Coach Vino, you can visit me at my website, coachvinollc.com. If you enjoyed today's podcast, please leave me a review so you can help Vino feed the hungry algorithm. If you know someone that might benefit from listening to today's podcast, go ahead, send it to them. Sharing is caring. And remember, when nobody else tells you, Coach Vino appreciates you. Cheers.
Hard to reveal these thoughts and express what I'm feeling in a hip-hop form, but I was born to succeed, so as long as I breathe, ain't nobody on this earth gonna crush my dreams. Yo, this might be the end of the verse, but this is just the start of a new beginning. Word.